Hey, it's Lynn Saxberg reporting for Face the Music at ottawacitizen.com. There's a nesting duck behind me, and pretty soon this little duck is going to be surrounded by bicycles and volunteers and people looking for Bluesfest. We're right on site of Ottawa's biggest summer music festival, and this little duck's going to have some company, and she's going to be disrupted. We're going to go take a tour of the site with Executive and Artistic Director Mark Monahan. We'll leave this duck alone. Now we're in the vicinity of the main gate. This sign says it's the main gate, but actually the main gate is just a little bit over there, which is a new location from last year. How come?
Well, we're trying to give people options when they come on the site. We have our original main gate, which was in front of the museum building, and now we've created this, which is basically on the corner of Wellington and Vimy Place. So we're encouraging people to walk further down the street and probably gain better access once they come down here. So we're trying to create bigger gates and also have more ease of access for people coming in.
Okay. And there's also a pretty exciting new feature right behind you here, and that's indoor washrooms. Out here in the land of porta potties, Mark's managed to find some indoor washrooms to bring in. Where'd they come from?
Actually, the NCC have been generous enough to give us this wonderful unit which contains stalls for the women and for the men, and it's actually hooked into the sewer system, so it's running water, and it's a great addition to the festival. We're also planning on adding some outdoor urinals for the men and also some women-only porta potties. So these are some new additions which hopefully will have people better relieving themselves this year.
Great. Thanks for that, Mark. Now we're at the Impersonators Lounge, which used to be called last year the Wine Tent. What is the big attraction here, Mark?
Well, we are offering a full bar service, so we're serving martinis, mixed drinks. There's 10 different wines by the glass, so it's going to be a great place to hang out. And also, we have a number of impersonators coming in who will be entertaining the crowd throughout the festival.
And you're not talking about Elvis impersonators?
More like female impersonators.
Like drag queens.
Potentially, yeah.
Cool, okay. Well, that sounds like a lot of fun over here in the west corner of the Bluesfest site. Okay, we're still down at the west end of the Bluesfest site here at the Canadian War Museum in Ottawa. There's one other big change on the main plaza, and that is the location of the Rogers stage. It's not a huge change because the Rogers stage is still here, but the stage faces a different location. Instead of facing directly into the main stage, it faces off that way. Why is that, Mark?
Well, we wanted to make use of the width of the field. The Bank of America stage sort of shoots down the field, and Rogers is going to use the width, so it'll give people a lot more access to get closer to the stage. Also, we found last year the Rogers stage was getting some sound bleed from the river stage, so we're trying to move it away from the river stage. So that's been the two main reasons why we moved it away.
Okay, and it's going to go up right behind us here. We're actually in the sound tent that will be right in front of the Rogers stage. Okay, now we're at the very top of the hill looking down at the new stage, the Root stage. It's the 5th outdoor stage here at Bluesfest. I don't know if that golf cart was really the right thing to climb this hill in, but we have a great view up here. What are we going to see on this stage, Mark?
There's some great acts, including the Blind Boys of Alabama, Alan Toussaint, Michael Franti, Calexico. They're all appearing at this new stage, which is, we're actually standing on the roof of the museum right now, which is all grass, but it forms a natural amphitheater, and I think this will be a very popular spot, especially around the end of the day and sunset time.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a great spot to watch the sunset. Okay. We've been around the entire Bluesfest site, and now here we are back at the main stage, which is where the main headliner each night will be going on. They're still building the stage right now, but by Thursday we'll see the Tragically Hip, we'll see Feist, we'll see Great Big Sea next week, all kinds of acts coming. And a couple of reminders for people, Mark. Parking's really limited, so what should we do?
Well, again, use public transportation, get dropped off. There's bike parking, as we mentioned earlier. And we also operate a taxi stand, which is basically on the corner of the museum building. So at the end of the night, if you want to grab a cab, that's where you go. And everyone be safe, and let's have a great festival.
Happy Bluesfest!